Welcome! Today we're heading to Ukraine, not for the usual headlines, but to uncover some surprising truths about this remarkable country. We'll explore its nightlife, food, traditions, and people, all framed by a cheeky question. Is Ukraine the most sinful country in Europe? We're your guides on this journey, revealing the vibrant, complex soul of Ukraine. So, are you ready? Let's see what secrets Ukraine has in store. It's going to be quite the revelation. Let's dive into the nightlife, where the real heartbeat of Ukraine pulses strongest after dark. As the sun sets, Ukraine's cities truly come alive, transforming from bustling daytime hubs into vibrant playgrounds for night owls and adventurers alike. Kyiv, Lviv, and Odessa each have their own unique after-dark personalities. Their historic streets pulse to the beat of modern clubs, where centuries-old facades hide a world of music, laughter, and possibility. Imagine stepping through a grand, weathered doorway and finding yourself on an ultra-modern dance floor, lights flashing and bass thumping. A striking contrast that's uniquely Ukrainian. The energy is electric, people dressed to impress, ready to dance, celebrate, and let loose. From swanky rooftop bars with panoramic city views to gritty underground clubs where the music never stops, there's something for every taste and every mood. Whether you crave elegance or edge, you'll find your scene. The bar scene is just as diverse. Traditional pubs where locals swap stories, quirky speakeasies hidden behind secret doors, and vibrant vodka-fueled gatherings that last until dawn. This constant buzz gives the cities their pulse, inviting everyone, locals and visitors alike, to indulge in the moment and forget their worries for a while. But is it sinful, or just a celebration of life? For many, it's a way to connect, to debate, to laugh, and to savor the present. In a country that's faced so much hardship and uncertainty, dancing until sunrise feels less like vice and more like an act of joyful defiance, a refusal to let darkness win. The laughter and music echo resilience and joy, filling the night with hope and togetherness. Nightlife here isn't just about excess, it's about forging friendships, starting romances and building memories that last long after the music fades. It's a chance to unwind, to wash away the day's stress, and to remember what it means to feel alive. Nightlife is a living, breathing part of Ukraine's culture, a testament to its spirit and its people's determination to find joy. So, is it sin, or simply the sound of a nation choosing joy, night after night? Maybe it's both, and that's what makes Ukraine's nightlife so endlessly fascinating, and so full of life. If you think the nightlife is wild, wait until you see Ukraine's festivals. Ukrainians celebrate with style, from ancient traditions to modern music events. Even Kupola Day, for example, is a midsummer festival of fire, water, and ancient magic, bonfire jumping, wildflower wreaths, and mythical quests. Festivals mean feasting, sizzling shashlik, sweet pastries, and home-brewed horilka fill the air. It's communal, abundant, and joyful, maybe even a little sinful in its indulgence. Modern festivals draw huge crowds, blending old and new. One weekend, it's folk dances. The next, a world-famous DJ. These celebrations are woven into Ukraine's identity, strengthening community bonds. If sin means too much joy, too much feasting, and too much dancing, then Ukraine is guilty as charged. But really, it's about creating moments of pure happiness, and that's a tradition worth celebrating. Let's talk food. Because in Ukraine the table is always full, and every meal is an event in itself. Here, food isn't just about sustenance, it's a celebration of life, family, and heritage. Ukrainian cuisine is hearty, generous, and deeply social. Think vareniki dumplings, filled with everything from potatoes to cherries. Each bite is a taste of tradition, lovingly passed down through generations. Making them is a family affair, turning meals into shared rituals. Grandparents teach children the art of folding dough, stories are swapped, and laughter fills the kitchen. You'll never leave a Ukrainian home hungry. Abundance is a sign of hospitality. The table groans under the weight of dishes, each one prepared with care and pride. Salo, cured pork fat on rye bread with garlic and horilka, is a national treasure, born of necessity and now a symbol of pride. It's a humble food with a rich history, and every region has its own twist. Meals are long, filled with conversation and endless toasts, often led by a tamada or toastmaster. Each toast is a mini speech, a wish for health, happiness, or good fortune. This isn't mindless gluttony, it's about savoring flavors, honoring tradition, and sharing with others. Every dish tells a story, every gathering strengthens bonds. The richness of the food matches the warmth of the company. There's a sense of belonging, of being welcomed and cherished, no matter who you are. Breaking bread together is a fundamental human connection here. It's a gesture of trust, friendship, and unity that transcends words. Is it sinful? Only if you think generosity and togetherness are vices. In Ukraine, sharing food is sharing life itself. In Ukraine, food is love, and there's nothing sinful about that. Every serving is an act of care, every meal a memory in the making. Every meal is a celebration. Whether it's a holiday or just a Sunday, the joy is the same, and that's the real flavor of Ukraine: warmth, tradition, and a table that's always open for one more guest. Here's the twist: Ukraine is as spiritual as it is indulgent. This is a country where centuries-old traditions and modern lifestyles exist side by side, creating a fascinating blend that's hard to find anywhere else. Golden Dome churches are everywhere, reminders of a faith that's shaped the nation for centuries. Their spires rise above bustling streets, quietly watching over the city's daily rhythm. Orthodox Christianity is woven into daily life, with traditions like Easter bringing families together in reverence and joy. These rituals are more than just religious, they're cultural touchstones, connecting generations and communities. These churches aren't just monuments, they're living centers of community. Inside, you'll find people seeking comfort, guidance, or simply a moment of peace amid the chaos of modern life. Yet Ukraine is also modern and liberal, with thriving art scenes and progressive movements. Young people express themselves through music, fashion, and activism, all while respecting the traditions that came before them. This isn't a contradiction, but a beautiful complexity. The old and the new don't just coexist, they enrich each other, making Ukraine's culture vibrant and unique. Ukrainians embrace both the sacred and the secular, finding balance between ancient faith and modern life. It's common to see friends sharing coffee after a church service, or families blending old customs with new celebrations. Religion here is a foundation, not a barrier to progress. It inspires community events, charity, and a sense of belonging, while still allowing space for innovation and change. So, does this complicate the sinful label? Absolutely. Ukraine's identity is layered, and its people are comfortable living with paradox. The same person who parties on Saturday might find solace in ancient liturgy on Sunday. Here, joy and reflection are two sides of the same coin. Ukraine's soul contains multitudes, reverent and rebellious, sacred and joyful. It's a place where contrasts don't clash, but create something truly special, and that's what makes it so compelling. A nation where faith and freedom, tradition and transformation all find a home. Let's talk about love, because romance in Ukraine is both traditional and refreshingly direct. Chivalry is alive, but so is independence. Women lead the dance as often as men. Conversations about relationships are honest and upfront. No endless games or vague intentions. Dating apps are popular, but the reality is far more nuanced than stereotypes suggest. Family remains important, but people are marrying later and defining relationships on their own terms. There's growing acceptance of diverse relationships and modern attitudes. Is this openness sinful? Only if you see honesty and independence as flaws. Really, it's a culture blending old values with new realities. Navigating love here is about sincerity, not pretense. And that's something to admire. At the heart of it all are the Ukrainian people, warm, resilient, and fiercely proud. Hospitality is legendary, strangers are treated like family, and generosity knows no bounds. This is a nation forged by hardship, yet defined by optimism and humor. Their strength is visible in preserved language, culture, and a defiant hope for the future. Humor, often dark, is a superpower, helping them find light in tough times. The so-called sinful reputation misses the point. The passion for dancing, feasting, and loving is matched by the passion for defending home and helping neighbors. Ukraine is a country of survivors, dreamers, and fighters. Their spirit is unbreakable, their love for life profound. Look past the stereotypes and you find a nation with enormous heart. Meeting that spirit is a privilege. It's the real story of Ukraine, and it's unforgettable. Our journey through Ukraine ends here, We came with a playful question about sin, but found a country bursting with life, resilience, and joy. The real story isn't about vice, it's about spirit. If you enjoyed this exploration, please consider subscribing and joining our community. Your support helps us share more real stories from around the world. Thank you, and see you on the next adventure.